And John.
Still in the box. No rattle. That's a nice job. One tenth away from what the fastest number we've seen in Sector 1. And there's a lot of guys here. Also on a nice lap here. He's only one away from what Will Brown did.
We've got 4 games, so I don't think try right. Actually, rather legal, just grab another. That's right, and I saw it there. Turn on the heat, does that help? We got him. Jay Farr in the background now. Motorsport Australia race during to call 2 minutes to the completion of the session. We're going to see something of a qualifying sim now. They're chasing Randall, 1 minute 49. See that Harry Jones there?
The Bend Motorsport Park in South Australia, 100 kilometres from Adelaide, but that's the mighty River Hall.
Oh, right. So David he goes really well evidently.
Supercar's been stitched together now in the back end of this section. Wood showing great pace out there at the moment. Starlight just jumped up 17 position over 5 Dennis Foley to the top on 49. Jones watching in the background. Very good. In the final sector here.
Please point that first and I'll you out.
You're all right, buddy?
Probably exactly how he wants it.
Oh, yeah, right.
You can flip them all.
Don't leave me here though. I'm alright. Hey, hang on, what's food?
Good. B1 and B2.
Yeah, that's it.
sit on the screen.
Okay.
I wouldn't dare stand on the platform.
You've been here long enough.
No, that's why I yelled at them all.
No, these boys are good. Well done, mate. And what was your name, mate? Ben. Congratulations, you'll be back here at the next event.
Yeah, mate. Good man. Thank you. Cheers.
Yes, mate.
Congrats, Ben. Who do we have over here?
Sam.
Sam, what do you think got you over the line for the best camp round one? Do you think you've won this awesome award?
Yeah, probably the wood chopping, or maybe even fire.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thanks for coming down. It's been a blast.
Second trophy race win. The racing line, so you can see the dust being kicked up from the poles to the side. Steve Johnson, and look at this 4 wide. Yes, please, cut me a slice of this into turn number 1. It will be Heinrich that leads from Fisher. Hansford drops in the third. There's a little bit of creasing on the front of the Brute 33 Mustang. As Hansford tries to cover him off, this change of direction. Cam Tilley in the Valiant Pacer has the reigning champ on the outside. How cool was the 4 wide start?
Good indication too, a big engine versus smaller engine in the drag race. The Tirana got the initial jump, and then just as they edged up towards the braking zone, Heinrich was pulling away in the big Camaro. Really cool drag race, and yeah, behind it, Stephen Johnson was in the thick of all that in the Brute Mustang. Scotty Cameron was threading the eye of the needle too after a very strong qualifying performance in the 9070 Camaro. Garwood looking around the outside. This is big if you can pull this off. And he does.
He kept turning and hope and prayed those Hoosier tyres gripped up, and it did. Big move around the outside of the Duggan Family Hotels Camaro. So the reigning champ slices his way up another position, up into 4th place on this first lap.
How much Loxer Capri got at 160 k's an hour through a loaded right-hand corner? We found out. Great commitment, but good racing room given by Cameron as well in the second of the White Line Racing Cars. Bit of friendly fire between the Tiranas there. Ryan Hansford, almost a nudge on the bumper of the Jesus Racing car of Andrew Fisher in front. So this is second and third position. Hansford's made some ground, didn't get the most out of the multi-spares Tirana in qualifying. But as always in race pace, the Queenslander is up on the steering wheel, and a big slide across the top of the hill at 16, then a big send down the hill at 17. Fisher holds on for the moment though.
So down towards the end of the first lap.
I was actually disappointed after the trophy race after narrowly.
Completes another lap. Stays on the outside.
And they did the same at 3. So possibly a flat spot on the right front corner of the multi-spares Tirana, and Andrew Fisher goes through again. It looks like that car's handling better than Hansford's car at the moment. He's working extremely hard behind the wheel. I mean, it's all relative in Touring Car Masters racing. You're always working extremely hard in one of these cars, but the Andrew Fisher car just looks a little bit more stable at the moment, a bit more planted. Ryan's having to work harder to extract the lap time out of it, and that's what opened the door for Fisher to get through.
Watch the 2025. Looking to secure their first championship after persisting with Touring Car Masters for so long. They've had some really legendary drivers from the past drive those famous yellow cars. This young guy debuted in the category a couple of years back and dominated. Aussie racing cars as well.
day.
It's really starting to
Well, he got down the inside. He came from a long way back.
What's the rear? Dancing. Dancing again.
Oh, wow.
And
Shaking the rear bodywork on that car as well.
10th, 11th.
I think we can confirm gearbox beneath the White Line Racing car. And he's Pete Jones, who puts these cars together and maintains them, which is not the work of a moment. They are high-stress racing cars, TCM cars. They require a lot of love and affection and garage time between rounds. It's worth it when they all come together, but sometimes, oh no. And Risley, after all that effort to get the move done on Pete Burnett, has had a moment about half a lap later and ended up pointing the wrong direction at turn 6.
Just putting the helmet down, perhaps maybe all that vibration from the axle trap has finally got the better of him, and maybe that was the reason again for the lose down here at turn 6.
Shaking the fillings out.
Yeah.
Getting that car stopped for the last 8 laps. Tony Karapolsky was telling me he's really hard working one of these cars around here, and a lot of physical effort cars, so a lot of them don't have power steering either.
It's exhaust pipe on the 78 car down here.
Lots of money in burst.
When Ryan Hansen went on to win that day, they rebuilt that car for me.
So many different categories that Ryan Hansford is having a shocking day. It's right at the front. They don't generally allow movable aerodynamic aids in Touring Car Masters racing. That's a front guard. They're a composite guard on these cars. They were designed a long time back. The flare is integral to it. So back in the day, in these cars, it's a cost-saving component. I speak from some experience. It's quite hard to get original Tirana parts in good condition these days, so they don't want to tear them up in the race cars, but it's also gets them work to it. So that'll bring on, hopefully, and Motorsport Australia Race Control will keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't look like it's going to fly off and cause any damage or danger to fellow competitors. But tough day for Hansford, who was looking spicy for a podium finish with a very fast multi-spares Tirana. It's actually just set his personal best first sector, Matt, with the extra wing on the left front corner of that car.
DRS is open, perhaps.
A bit of extra aero, perhaps, for downforce. It's a good scrap. Has Garwood got anything for Andrew Fisher to push himself one position up and get on the front row? But the door is shut. The champion who's winning his way defending his line. Opportunity for Fisher to get back on the inside.
Several laps and then several corners to seal the deal. So they set sail down through turn see Joel Heinrich. He's 8 seconds up the road. Johnson's still back and forth, having a fairly quiet race. Danny Bazantic, Jamie Tilley, and David Hender, Tony Karafalowski, and Ryan Hansen, the top 10. Usually do that Sundays, but he's doing that on a Saturday afternoon. A full second clear on each lap. With 1 lap to go at the end of this, he can just soak in the sights of a track that he's done hundreds and hundreds of laps on.
This is made from Joel, just flashing out in front. Oh, here we go, still side by side. Andrew has not given up yet. There's just a car with the Toronto whip on the inside. Room for their legs, a little bit of bump, a little bit of paint. Changed hands down there on the run into the penultimate corner. Oh, yes. This is awesome. There's the over-under. So Fish is back through, gets the spot now. The inside into the final corner. They're going to do this all the way up the start, finish straight. It's like a movie. The cinematography is extraordinary.
It was. Great shots.
To get on board with what they're serving up. 4.95 kilometres ago. And holds on to the position. This is good stuff, man.
That's allowed 3 seconds on this lap alone. So Heinrich is gone. You can't take your eyes off this battle. Down the hill for the final time. The headlights are on now to try and intimidate the 0-9. Tried every other corner that isn't normal.
I'm banking on turn 17 at the end of this lap. What about 13? He's got a good run. Some contact already in this race. Oh, he squeezes down the inside. There's contact. The Tirana hip and shouldered off the road. Fish is going to hold on. Can Garwood go right around the outside?
Two more races here tomorrow. Meantime, this guy is on his way. You watch left, I'll call the right. As Heinrich comes through, he's had a mortgage on this track since we came here in 2023. And he'll pick up another one today for White Light Racing. The Chevy Camaro wins, but it's not done for the Lions.
He got into it, there was contact, they checked up. Does he get down the inside of the final turn? Garwood defends. He might just have enough momentum to hold on to the line. Fish is going to get at him. Side by side for second and third. The Capri gets there. Nice. Battle of the Tony. So fun. Andrew Fisher. They got a little bit too willing perhaps in the final stages of that one. But what a performance for Joel Heinrich, who wins another Touring Car Masters race. And in what's been a really challenging day for the Heinrich camp.
That TCR one was a squeaker earlier today, but Heinrich, well, he was 16 seconds down the road. Look at that margin, it was 0.2 seconds between Howard and Fisher. Johnson home to fourth with Tilley Bazantic, Jamie Tilley home in seventh with David Hender, Tony Karafalowski, and Ryan Hansford clawing back a top 10 result with Jeremy Hassel. Peter Burnett had a lose late in the race in his Toronto. Leo Tobin, Martin Risley, and for Cameron and Muhlengraf, they were DNFs. Well done to this guy. And we'll stay alive for 1 lap. These are great shots as the rookie pushing him along.
It's still going, and that little puff of smoke there suspects.
Diesel, Thomas and Garland. That's the way you do a tribute race.
They just deliver every time, don't they? The final 2 corners there, we held our breath at one point. We thought Garland was going to spin out on the ground. Look at this, so it's Madden leading.
Park, the Battery World Aussie Racing Car Series. Wins all three, wins the weekend from Heinrich. Diesel Thomas in third, his best weekend in the series. From Garland, Patterson, Cody Mackay, his best ever finish in the series from Andrews. Mason Harvey, Josh Thomas home for 12th, Oscar Pedersen at 15th, Jacob Curry dropping down to 17th, and Dennis in both those categories, fresh off a tag his 18th birthday until a tyre cut down late in the race and broke the dream. He finished outside the top 10 on that day, but yesterday that all changed, puts himself in the record books as a new winner, as the thunder and the rock and roll of the Trico Trans Am Series is underway for the final time at the Bend Motorsport Park. That's 4 wide with Aaron Love's left hand side in the high-tech oil Chevy Camaro. Nathan Hearn is being predicted.
One car's wide, everyone's straight across to the inside. Everyone always wants to go defensive down there because it's so easy to end up getting hustled wide on the exit of turn 6 on the run up here. So everyone's cleanly through there so far. Blake Tracy, another fantastic job on that start.
So everybody around, there's Ben Gomersall and Adam Garwood, who just jumped out of the Piranha early today in Touring Car Masters. Across the curve. What a sound. That big downhill section through 8, 9, 10 and 11 before this sweeping left and right and back up towards the second sector. So Tracy parking the car in the middle between turns 12 and 13 as they climb the hill into the third sector of this lap, and Todd Hazelwood decides it's enough and he wants to get to the front, and so too does Hearn, and so too does Jordan Cox. Good move from Hearn, makes the move on the reigning champ, and Jordan Cox pulls up for a drag race down the hill. Front damage on the TFH entry, and Hearn racing in that blue gold Industries machine.
Yeah, he's definitely benefited. You can see Hazel got it, almost like he got into the back of Tracy. They both got a little bit sideways. Make the Hearn drive to the inside, and all of a sudden we've got Jordan Cox coming through, P2.
Good move for the shape of the Mustang. But it's Tracy that leads at the end of lap number 1. Comes up short.
Yeah, he got the run through.
Overrated movie. I think rules hard. First one, there's like a whole bunch of theories as well. Like it's actually just like a ghost or I watched the once and I go, yeah, what's the
It's better. Salami, right? Salami. Yeah, that's yours.